here today with another RCQ winner, our member, and round 5 commentator, Sparky. Sparky, how are you feeling?
Feel like Boros is the best deck ever printed.
Yep.
Coming from the guy who used to play a lot of Murktide and play a lot of these tempo decks, this is hands down the best deck that I think I have ever played, with the exception of like the 1 week I played Nadu. That just felt disgusting. You have cheap resilient creatures. You have a whole bunch of 2-for-1s. You have ways to lock your opponent out of the game. You have the One Ring. What can get better with a 2-color mana base? Guide of Souls is basically Delver of Secrets in this format.
Yep.
This is MH3 limited, and it's disgusting. And there's really not much more to say. This is Young Dingo's list. I take 0 credit for the build. The things I like about it are going to be the 3 Arena of Glory to power out your Flages. I think 4 Flage and 3 Arena are really good right now. It does seem counterintuitive with your Blood Moons, but like Hasty Flage wins so many games and puts you so much further in the driver's seat, or brings you back from being in behind.
Yeah. Turns out 12 damage is really good.
Yeah, and then you have 12 removal spells with the Flages, the Discharges, and the Static Prisons. I like the number of Static Prisons we have because there's problematic permanents with Flage and One Ring and Oculus and all these other things that are like get outranged by some of your like cheap and effective removal spells. I know people talk some smack about Ragavan, but I think Ragavan is actually really good right now when you're trying to get past some of these decks that are just trying to like evade you, like Belcher and the Eldrazi lists. Like all of those are just kind of like trying to like pivot and do all these other things. And this is just simple, straightforward, and just gets them dead. Anybody who saw the round 5 coverage we've had this week, where Dan Staub literally put the boots of Victor in 15 minutes. It was classic, chef's kiss.
Yeah, absolutely gross. So many possibilities for gross RNG stuff too, with like Anthraptor flips or
in the 2 RCQs I played in, I flipped the One Ring and won the game on the spot.
Yeah,
almost
makes sense.
But I know you've been playing Jeskai a lot and you've been enjoying that.
Yeah.
The thing I like the most about this is we get like very niche cards in the sideboard. With Charmaws. Blood Moon's been good. I have 2 modal spells with the Charms and the Untimely Malfunctions. I've loved Orange Chant against a lot of the decks that are trying to either suspend something or attack me with big stuff. Through the Reach decks, even the other Underworld Breach decks, that card's good for. The 2 shaky cards right now are the Ghost Vacuum and the Surgical Extraction. I'd like to either have like 2 Surgicals or maybe make this go back to Soul Guide Lantern, where I can just nuke a whole graveyard, but I also have that in Thraben Charm. One of the cards that's been like the most amazing, I've had Exercise be a 2-mana Stone Rain against Urza Saga decks, and that's just so disgusting and backbreaking. And then the extra removal with the Chain of the Rocks, and of course the Elk, because you know we got to have our mascot, we got to have our Pokemon game one so they know what we're playing. So
especially with 3 Arena of Glories, huge buff to Gigantha.
Oh yeah, you just Hasty Gigantha is just coming down all the time. So it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it, and your boy on the last day possible qualified. So it was a huge weight off my shoulders, but you know we all look forward to seeing you all at the RC in Charlotte.
As well as at the OCHO. End of this month, we are approaching the date very quickly.
Yeah, November 23rd, we have an event coming up. I will not be playing in it. I know somebody's borrowing this deck. They want to take it down.
Of course.
So show up, show out. Don't forget the merch store, and we appreciate you guys as always. See ya in the next one.